I made it. I made it just before the timer hit 0. Look at me go. Punctual as always. Isn't that right, chat? Isn't that right? Hello, we got Crip. I always forget how to pronounce your name. But hey, thank you very much for the 2 months. Hope you're doing well. I always see you on Twitter. Good to have you in the stream. Thanks for the resub. How we doing, chat? How are we doing on this lovely Thursday? Yo, we got Mickle in the chat. How are the mods doing today? We do be doing. Yo, Joker, good to have you here. First stream, huh? Let's go. Heck yeah. Bottom. We got so many people in chat today. What's up, Woody? We got Blooming Heart Art. Hello, Mr. Whale. Michael in the chat. I'm gonna eat the whole thing. Saying happy Friday. Hello, happy Thursday from me. You're ahead of me, so don't tell me what's gonna happen. Many new friends. We got so many new people in the Discord. Are you guys in the Discord? Have you seen it lately? We're coming up on 4,000 people, which is apparently considered a large Discord. We have a large Discord. Let's go. And the most beautiful part, we have that nice check mark. And that's validating. Yo, Balder, what's up? Oh, I appreciate that. Thanks for being here. How's your day? Large Discord for a big guy. It's cool. It's cool. Always love seeing that. Always love seeing it. I think there are some people in the Discord who try to keep up with all the conversation, which is wild. Good luck. I'll like hop in one day and it'd be like, you've missed 600 messages. And I'm like, Mark is red. Mark entire server is red. That's probably irresponsible as the server owner. But that's a lot. I have enough to do. Enough notifications to worry about. Yo, we got Lulu. What's up? How you feeling today? I'm feeling okay. I'm okay. Life's kicking my butt a little bit lately. But it happens to us all, right? We move forward. Did I see Sue in the chat? What's up, Sue? How are you? I think I saw on Discord this morning you said your husband was doing better. Love to hear that. That is amazing news, and I hope you're having a great day. We also got Fuzznuts. I want to say your VOD channel is my favorite thing on YouTube. How do I give you all my money? You don't have to give me all your money. But if you really want to, type in tip, I think. Is that what it is, mods? Is that what, I can't remember. It is tip. And that is probably the smartest way to support me because it goes directly into my PayPal account. So there's like no fee except for the PayPal fee, which is very small, as opposed to a Twitch sub where Twitch takes half. Send cash to my P.O. box. Give me one sec, chat. I need to say that I'm live. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right. Okay. I'm going to post it in my Discord. And if you guys are in the chat and in the Discord, leave a hamburger emoji so I know who's actually in chat right now. Boom, posted in the Going Live channel. Leave that hamburger, baby. We'll see who actually cares. Ooh! Whoa! Yo, Chemrocks 5150. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correct. Coming in with $100. What the heck? What the heck? Oh my god. Can we get some C's in the chat, please? Thank you so much, dude. After enjoying all your amazing work online, consider this back pay for not knowing you before. That's fine. Yo, I really appreciate that. That's a lot of money. Thank you very much. Wowie wow. Holy crap. Chemistry rocks. Oh man, that's so generous. Wow. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We eating good tonight, fellas. I'm thinking Chipotle. Change it up a little bit. Just get crazy, you know? The notification work? Oh, we got some hamburgers in there. You know, I'll take that $100 and I'll buy 18 hamburgers. That's what we'll do. That'll be a good use of my money. It's a business write-off. All right, that's working. This is working. This is working. Wunderbar. No burger, no gain. Why does everyone keep... I did a Q&A on Instagram the other day, and I think I got... It was about 10 people asking what my deadlift and what my bench was. And I don't know. And I got a lot of people asking how you learn songs by ear fast. I got a lot of people asking if I'm single. I got a lot of people asking the best way to start piano, which is a pretty common question. And then from there, it was just a bunch of a bunch of weird things, like non-questions, you know? Instagram, man. I follow you on Twitter. I hope you follow me too. I'm sure I am. The guns? I'm telling you, man, it's the camera. The camera adds 10 pounds. Born as a redhead? I have dirty blonde hair, but my beard has a lot of red in it. How many cameras are you? We got another Friends fan. Nothing like a little bit of improv to start off the stream. That was B flat minor. I don't think I went out of the key. Yeah, just some good old B flat minor. One of my favorite keys, actually. Thank you, Chemrocks, again for that $100. By the way, what an absolute awesome way to start the stream. That's so cool. Thank you, and thank you for watching my videos. Most importantly, that means the world to me. Last weekend's video is doing really good, really well, really good. So that's cool. That's really cool. I actually have another video coming out on Saturday. Believe it or not, another video will be dropping on Saturday. I don't think I'll be streaming on Saturday. That's not looking too likely. But there will be a new video. Are your Omegle videos your most watched videos? Yes, absolutely. Quiz the chat about music history. All right, what are the 3 types of 6 chords? Augmented 6 chords. You have 10. I'll be very surprised if somebody gets this. You have 5. You have 10 seconds. Catch up. Catch up. It was a trick question. There's only one. It's ketchup. Salmon, biscotti, and lemonade. Very good, Lulu. I'm sure you didn't use Google. That doesn't look like a Google answer. You win. A permaban. No, I'm kidding. No, good job. Good job. I got you. Yo, we got Nerbulus coming in with a question saying, okay, I have one question. I'm learning piano, but how do you do those runs so fast? I know the answer is probably practice, but any specific way to move your hands or something? Like when it comes to like scales and stuff, a lot of it is keeping your fingers close to the keys. The real answer is yes, practice, but a lot of it is practicing the right stuff. So as you start to speed up your scales, you want your fingers to stay closer to the keys, right? Because if you're playing like this, there's a lot of distance for your fingers to travel. So there's only so fast that you can get it, right? So you start minimizing movement. That's the answer. Minimize the movement that your hand takes. See, like my hand's only moving as much as it needs to. Very smooth motion like that, as opposed to. That's just one of the things that can be very helpful. And of course, practicing it like very, very slowly. And having patience. You know, it's not something that you'll see a massive improvement in a couple days, you know? And also keeping your wrist loose is really helpful. You know, I think a lot of people think that piano's like just like your fingers are pistons and that's it. Like a lot of it is your wrist moving with your fingers, you know? Especially with things like, take like an arpeggio. Right, something like this. It's not just your fingers, right? Your wrist is actually, if I exaggerate the motion, think of it like counterclockwise circles. And as you speed up, again, that motion becomes minimized. But yeah, super helpful. That's really helpful with arpeggios. That idea of like counterclockwise movement, like when you're doing an arpeggio like this, and then the opposite on the way down. Hope that helps a little bit. Yeah, the relaxed wrist thing is enormous. Because you might think your wrist is relaxed, but it might not be. That was certainly the case with me. I would be playing something and my teacher would be like, hey, idiot, dummy head, relax your wrist. And he'd be like, yo, I am. And then I'd be playing something and she'd like go to move my wrist and it would be solid cement. It just wouldn't move. So sometimes it can really be worth, you know, if you're playing something, just like pause and see how relaxed your arm is. You know, I do that a lot with runs and particular spots that are really difficult. There's like a run, say it's like this. What is that actually? Like say right here, I'm like really tensed up. I would actually pause right here and just shake out the tension. Shaking out tension is a really, really, really good technique. And it's literally what it sounds like. You just stop, shake your whole body, and then continue. And then do it again. If you're tensed up here, relax. And it really works over time. You know, nothing I say is going to be like, do this and you instantly can just done. It's that easy. But yeah, shaking out the tension is huge. That's a technique that I've been using for years, since high school actually. Jaden, welcome to the stream. How long do you normally go for? Like an hour. Oh, unless you're talking about streams, like 2 to 3 hours. It kind of depends. How do I keep my hands in the right positions? I can't use my pinky for some reason because it doesn't seem natural. How do I make it easier to use all my fingers? I would definitely recommend checking out Hanon exercise number 1, Hanon. That's really helpful for utilizing all your fingers. Sounds like that. Practice it like mega slow, because it utilizes all fingers equally, you know, as opposed to like, you can cheat when you're playing certain songs because it's like, okay, I'm just going to claw grip it. I'm just going to use 1, 2, and 3, and I can get away with that. Right? That's so weird. Anyways, check out the Hanons. That is helpful. How do you feel about new Google Music AI thing that is text prompt to music? I'm cool with it. Why not? My opinion's not going to change anything. It's happening, you know? So I'm down. I'm down. Yeah, definitely check out the Hanons. For reals. For reals. Also, Priority Zero coming in with the 9 months. And J Bears with the 5. Thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Oh, you injured your hand. Oh, bummer. Bummer. I've never learned any of Animenz arrangements. Not only are they really hard, but I kind of like making my own arrangements, you know? But that man is a wonderful pianist. Frank, what do you do when you're not playing piano? I think about playing piano. Have you tried weightlifting? I've considered it. Yeah, Animenz is great. But I'm doing more different stuff than just piano performance, you know. I have a lot of other things on my plate. Looping, all sorts of things. So I can't really sit down and practice classical stuff 8 hours a day like I did in college. I like varying it up a little bit. I got my own thing going. Would you classify his arrangements as classical? Yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, 100%. Maybe not all of them, but the ones I've seen. But he is 100% classically trained. You look at his playing for 3 seconds, and I can immediately tell. little bit of 2 Zanarkand for you. If you convert to Kick, will you do... I'll never do Omegle live. Oh, you like Dar? Oh, I'm glad you did, Sue. Yeah, that was a really fun one. That was one of my favorite projects, actually. Ton of fun. Ton of fun. We got Marty in the chat. How's it going? Hope you're having a great day. I am. I'm trudging along today. I hope you're doing well. Never understand why you do Omegle. Filthy website. I disagree. Heavily disagree. Channel points. I might do something with channel points at some point. Once I have the time to set them up appropriately. We got Leon Jenkins. Happy to catch a stream. Just to say I love your content on all platforms, and I love your... Oh, thank you, Leon. Good to have you here. Thanks for popping in. Thank you. Meet some wonderful people and interesting people on Omegle. Just have to ignore the occasional stuff you'd rather not see. Yeah, you don't even see that much of the stuff that you guys are thinking, because Omegle is moderated. Like, they have a moderation section now. So when you go on Omegle, if you click the box, there's like a little checkbox for moderated section. If you uncheck that, then you're in uncharted territory. But I don't recommend ever going there. So if you're in the moderated section, it's actually not bad at all. You know, and yeah, you meet great. I love it. You meet great people. You're putting good out in the world. You know, playing song requests. I love it so much. So for me, it's not a chore or something that I dread going on. I can see why certain people might, because I think it's personality dependent too. But I love it. I don't dread going on Omegle to get these videos out. You know, not in any way, shape, or form. I feel like I could get addicted to Omegle. You went to make a video and it was a lot of fun. Yeah, it can be. I really do think it takes a particular type of person to be someone who goes on Omegle frequently. Truly. But if you are that type of person, then yeah, I think it can be immensely fun. Do you ever get requests for a song you know you're not going to put into video? Yeah. Oh, 100%. All the time. All the time. I still play it. Usually. Sometimes I'll play like a shorter version, you know? Like if it's a song that I've covered a lot, like I've beaten Golden Hour into the ground. So when somebody requests that, I'll either play it or I'll ask for like something else, you know? Or both. I'll play it and then ask for something else. But usually I'll just play it. Depends on how strapped for time I am. Depends. But there's so much stuff that doesn't make videos. I've talked about that a lot on stream. So much content. I think, yeah, you have the mental strength to stay enthusiastic. I think the difficult thing about doing Omegle as a job is that A lot of people can go in on Omegle thinking like, I need to get, if I don't get enough footage, if I don't get enough reactions, I'm not going to be able to make my video, and that's my living, you know? But I think that can ironically, you put off a type of energy that makes it very obvious that you're just like rushing through interactions, hoping to get something good, you know? So my best bet has always been to just go on and just have a good time. Genuinely just have a good time. Talk to like everyone, see what happens. And then you collect your footage and then go from there, you know? But as opposed to like, you know, me going on and as I'm playing something, like looking up constantly to see if they're reacting okay, you know, it's like, it's cringe. It's cringe. That's just me, though. That's just me. What's up, Joy? Welcome, welcome. How are you? Leon, thank you for the 4 months, by the way. It's a good mix of interesting requests and random. Yeah, I think so too. That's one of my, I always want to put out a video that I enjoy watching. So one of the things that I like to do with my videos that I've taught my editors to do is like, just, you know, I always want to have like a, what I call a montage section somewhere in the middle, which is just things, I like having an intro and I like having a montage section, which is just random chaos, things that happen, you know, non-piano stuff in the middle. And that's, for me, when I watch back, I really like that because it's like an intermission that kind of breaks up the music, you know? It's a lot of fun. What style of music is hardest to convert to piano? I don't know, actually. Oddly enough, sometimes piano stuff can be difficult. Like if it's a really, like a classical piece on piano, that can be really tough. Anime openings are really tough too. Oh my gosh, wait didn't you guys see the video on Saturday? The last clip, somebody, it was some anime opening and it's freaking wild. I surprised myself with that one. Even at the end, you'll see. I was like, I was so, I don't know how I remembered it. I really don't. It was wild. My brain was fried after that. Do you have a favorite time signature? Oh, We've done a lot of 5/4 and 7/8 on the Twitch stream. That's a lot of fun. 7/8's great. You like the montages? I'm glad. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. They make me laugh. That's really my goal. You know, my goal is to have genuine interactions with people on Omegle. That's the only thing I care about on Omegle is like actually being present with people, and not thinking about the freaking content. You know what I mean? Because I think the audience is smart and they can tell when a content creator is making videos like specifically for, you know what I mean? It's just something that I've noticed. So I try to be as present as possible in the videos, and then have them edited in a way that makes me laugh and makes me enjoy them. And then hopefully other people enjoy those too. And then I've been lucky enough to strike that balance with all three. So that's cool. Memory is insane. You know, it's something, the memory that I've developed it's developed over many years, you know, because in addition to learning the things by ear, it gets trickier when you, like for the longest time, I remember I could only really play like one section of a song, because if you start learning something else, you forget the other section or you like mix them up. So something that I've been able to start doing over the years is memorizing different sections and actually like mentally storing them in a different part of my brain, you know? And so I use a lot of music theory, a lot of pattern recognition and little things like that. Like, oh, this melody is basically just outlining a pentatonic scale for section 1. And then it's this chord progression, and then there's an inversion, and then I'll store that and just like solidify it and then just try to keep it there and then try to learn a new section and then store that and then recall the other one without getting them mixed up. So that's definitely taken me many years to be able to do. I don't know the science behind what is actually going on in my brain, but yeah. Chad is grooving today. Let me make sure I catch up. I'm a big fan of Donkey Kong. Yeah, he's my favorite video game character. Mind Palace, exactly. I do get exhausted after some of the live learns, like on stream and in the live learns, like on Omegle. Like I'm fried after a session of that for sure. Yo, thank you, Chemrocks. That's a really nice compliment. Thank you. It's one of my favorite parts about it is just talking to people. I love being able to chat with strangers and just see what happens. It's a great time. How many times do you listen to a song before you play it on Omegle? Usually once. Sometimes twice. Sometimes 3 times. Depends on what it is, you know? But usually just once, because people on Omegle, it's like, it's fast moving, you know, so you gotta go. So that makes it an interesting challenge for sure. Leon, thanks again for the 4. Yeah, understanding what's going on is why it usually helps remember stuff better. Yes, agreed. Yeah, if you're able to analyze certain parts of the song with like a theory mindset, that helps me immensely. So much. Yeah. Do you imagine the chord changes visually, or does it come naturally? I really struggle with remembering so many songs. Do you remember the chord changes visually? It's more like a number system. You know, if you learn like the chord numbering system, it makes it a lot easier. So like if you have a chord progression that's like just end stream. If you have a chord progression that's like right, like you hear that, and it's very, very popular chord progression in pop music. Right, so you can think of this as A minor, F major, C major, G major. But the chord numbers are, it's a 1 chord. We're in a minor key. So it's a minor 1, 1, 6, 3, 5. So it's a 1, 6, 3, 5. That's the numbering for those chords, right? And so the beauty of that is if you're very solid with your theory and your knowledge of all 12 keys, you can take a 1, 6, 3, 5 and bring it into any key you want. You know, so a lot of it is really helpful with transposition. You know, so taking this chord progression and try to bring that into whatever key. So I'm not really thinking visually or in terms of what the other one that you said. Does it come? It definitely doesn't come naturally, I would say. But it's really the more you can train yourself to really understand and play in every key signature, that opens up so many doors for you when you're learning stuff by ear. It allows you to be able to do things like mashups, right? Because if I'm playing something that's in E minor and I want to mash up Bohemian Rhapsody, instead of having to go down to E flat, which I could also do, I'm going to keep it in G. Right, and like I've never played Bohemian Rhapsody in E minor before that video, but it's okay because I know the chord numbers because I've played it 550 million times in the original key. So it's not, I don't think of it as E flat B. You know, it's like a 1 5 6, right? So then I just kind of like take that framework and apply it to whatever key signature I'm playing in. That makes sense? I can't explain that. Call me synergy. I think you've duped me. I got to go back to the drawing board on that. That's music theory in a nutshell. Maybe a little bit. Basically magic. No, it's not magic. The numbers represent the chord number in the scale. So if you're in C major, take a very, I'm not going to take C major. The root note, also known as the tonic, is C, right? The starting note in your C major scale is C. Makes sense? So we call that a 1. If you go up to the next note in the scale, that's a D, that's your 2. You have 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So if you play triads, if you play this triad, this is a C major chord, right? You're skipping a note, playing it, skipping another note, right? That's a triad. If you bottom note is C. Now, if you just take the same chord picture and move it up, this is a 2 chord in C major, which is D minor. Same thing, you move it up, E minor, F major, G major, A minor, B diminished, and then C major again. So basically, another way you can think about it as you practice that is the 2 chord in a major key is always minor, right? The 2 chord is minor. So one thing that you can do to practice is if I'm like, all right, Fatty Whale, what is a 2 chord in E flat major, right? And so what you can do is practice that, and you'd be able to be like, boom, F minor, you know? And it's being able to do that in all 12 keys, you start to really understand at a deep level how the keys work. And so, catch up. That's the runner-up answer. Thanks for explaining. You're welcome. I love talking about it. It's really fun. Yeah, because I think it's not like magic or anything, you know? I don't know if that like disappoints people, because I know some people watch my videos and because I read the comments and it's like there's nothing like special in that regard. It's a lot of it is just immense practice in music theory, you know? And like actually practicing the piano, because that's the other thing, like you can have all this music theory knowledge, but if you want to be able to play arpeggios and stuff like I do in my videos, like you actually have to take the time to practice all of your scales and arpeggios in all 12 keys as well, you know? And then it's like meshing those both together. But I wouldn't say it's like magic or something. It's not like I listen to a song and suddenly I'm just playing it, you know what I mean? It's a lot of just like, all right, it's a 5 chord and then I'm inverting it and then doing this and stuff I've been doing relentlessly for 16 years. Like in the movies, you know, like where it's just like, oh, he hears it once, then his fingers just know. He's never practiced a scale or an arpeggio in his life, but yeah, he can just go and it's done. It's just because you hear the music, bro. I hear it, so I automatically know what a half diminished chord is. Yeah, I would say theory is a big part of it, 100%. At least in my case, that's the way. I can't speak on everyone else who plays by ear, but as somebody with a trained relative pitch, that is how I am where I am. And the cool thing is, I'm not even close to where I want to be. I'm going to keep practicing until I die, and then even after I die, if I'm still somewhere, you can bet your butt I'm going to be practicing. Yeah, dude, we did sight singing all the time in college. Yeah, I had an ear training class, and we had to do all sorts of interval recognition, where it would be like singing a note, and then they would pick an interval, and you would have to sing it up or down. That was really tricky because they'd be like C, so they'd play C, you'd sing C, and then be like, all right, now sing a major sixth up, and then you'd sing it, and then they'd be like, okay, now sing a perfect fourth down. That was hard. It's hard to like hear. You're developing your inner ear, right? So that can be a really tricky thing to do, especially because you have to do it in front of the whole class. Oh man, I remember another one we had to do. We had to do this in my ear training class. We would go up in front of the class. I would sit down behind the piano, and the teacher would put a chart of just a treble clef, so just a single line piece of music, and we would have to start singing it, sight singing, right? So you can give yourself a reference note, say it's in C. We would start singing it, and as you're singing measure 1, as soon as you start singing measure 2, you have to start playing measure 1. So you're essentially canoning yourself. So as you're playing measure 3, as you're singing measure 3, you're playing measure 2, and you'd have to go through the entire piece that way. It's absolutely brutal, man. In front of the whole class. So if you didn't practice it, oh man. I'm smiling, but I'm crying inside. And that's a good example of like a music school exercise. Very tricky. Tiny bit traumatic. Yeah, I think for all of us, man. That was a tricky one for sure. It was a mind bender, yeah. But great practice. And like it's those types of things, guys, that like if you do that every week for like a year or two, like those exercises really go a long way, you know? So everything that I learned in college has contributed to my ear training, for sure. Especially because that literally was an ear training class, you know? Taking requests tonight? I'm not sure. I'm just enjoying talking to chat right now. How do you get more comfortable with inversions? How do you get more comfortable? I just want to say practice them. I'll have a more clever answer. Well, I mean, what you can do is actually just... Where'd Keysight go? Oh, there we go. What you can do is inversions, right? Just take a triad. Like, just start off really simple. Take a C major triad and bring it up in the 2 inversions. And then back down, right? And then just do a different key, right? D major. Right? The idea of the inversion is you're taking the bottom note. This is a simple way to think about it. Take the bottom note and bring it up an octave. And now your new bottom note is the second note. Now we take this note, bring it up an octave. Now we have our second inversion. So that's one thing you can do. That's like a simple way to think about inversions for sure. I think individual intervals are the best way to start ear training, or transposing actual songs, better use of your time for ear training. I think they're both important. Yeah, I think interval recognition is super important, and I think that learning how chord quality sounds. So like learning memorizing the difference between how a major chord sounds and how a minor chord sounds, augmented and diminished, all the types of seventh chords, right? Like half diminished has a very different sound than a diminished, right? And so do all the different other types of right? So if you can really lock those in, it makes listening to music very different and really cool, because you can listen to something and you understand what's going on. Like, oh wow, oh they did a half diminished there. Oh my gosh, they did a second inversion, one chord, you know, and it just makes it really fun. You listen to music in a different way. Yeah, the octave trick with inversions is a very helpful way of thinking about it, because you only have to think about... Yeah, that helped me out a lot when I was learning about inversions. It's just taking the bottom note, just bring it up an octave, you know? Do pop songs have many seventh chords? Sometimes. Sometimes I'll add them in just for a little bit of flavor, you know? Or like do reharms and things like that. But that's like that's like not beginner stuff, that's down the line, you know? But some do for sure. Anyways, I could talk about this forever. So, really fun stuff. Really fun stuff. So yeah, definitely take, and it can be very simple. You take a really simple melody, like will be something like this. Okay, in A minor, we'll do like. Right? Just something like that. So what I would encourage you guys to do, if you have like musical theory knowledge, okay, say you do, instead of thinking of this as like either muscle memory, like I don't actually know what I'm playing, but I practice this so my hands know where to go, or instead of thinking about it like this is A minor to F major to C major, think about the chords as 1, 6, 4, right? And then this melody, starting on the tonic, and then just going down to the 7th, right? So like, that's what I do when I'm doing a lot of live learns. It's like, I'm not trying to figure out the chord, like what chords they are. I'm trying to figure out the numbers of the chords, because if I don't know what key it's in, it doesn't really matter, because as long as I have the framework, like the chord numbers and the melody, and I can bring it to any key, it doesn't matter which key it's in, you know? So as soon as I hit my reference note, I have like what I just heard that, it's like, okay, well now I have that. Doesn't matter what key it's in. So say I hit this and it's like, all right, I know we're in B flat minor, right? It's like, boom. Right, and that's how you can be confident, and how it looks like pianists who can play by ear just, boom, play it for the first time, you know? It's because we've played millions of things in each key, you know? So that's the idea, and then you can bring that simple thing, I was embellishing it a bit, but you can keep it simple and bring it into like D minor. Right? And then try another key, have a G minor. Right, so this, you know, there's a very linear progression with learning music theory, so you would have to know your key signatures before you could even start doing this. Otherwise, it's like, well, how on earth could I know what chords to go to, right? So it's definitely, that's why I don't have any particular music theory books that I recommend, because I've learned from a lot of different ones throughout the years, but I would definitely pick one up, because there's a specific order that you want to learn things, right? Like, you don't want to start learning about secondary dominance before you learn about like key signatures or something, you know, like scale degrees before you start learning about something else, right? So there's like a nice, or it's kind of similar to math, actually. You know, have you ever like missed a concept in school? Like you were sick for a day or two, and then you come back and like the whole class has moved on to chapter 6, and you need chapter 5 in order to get chapter 6, and now you're just like, a lost puppy. That's kind of how it was like. I'm assuming memorizing the key signature is the first step. Eventually. But you know the coolest thing about major keys, and I'm going to go off on a quick tangent here. The coolest thing about major keys is there's a formula. There's a formula for the major key, and it's called whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. Frank, what the heck are you talking about? So whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. You can write it like this. And that formula will give you a major scale in any key, which is freaking cool. So for example, a whole step is 2 half steps, right? So a half step is basically the smallest distance that you can travel on the piano, right? So C to C sharp is a half step. There's no distance in between that on the piano. So a whole step is made up of 2 half steps. Clever, right? So if you want to make a major scale, check this out. You start on C. We'll start on C. We're going to build the C major scale because that's the easiest. We jump up a whole step. Now we're at D. We jump up a whole step. We're at E. Now we jump up a half step to F, right? There's no black key in between E and F. Now we do a whole step, a whole step, a whole step, and then one last half step. And boom. Now, the coolest thing is you can start on any friggin' key. Let's start on A flat. Frank, I have no idea what notes are in an A flat major. That's fine, because you're gonna know. Start on A flat. Whole step, B flat. Whole step to C. Half step, D flat. Whole step to F. Whole step, right? You're skipping over, and then half step. There you go. It works for all of them. Works for all of them. So I think that's what I did in the beginning. I took that formula and then I just grinded that on all of the keys. And then eventually you just memorize, because the way that I did it was I used that formula for a while, and then eventually you start learning actual key signatures, because you learn that like D has 1 sharp, or D has 2 sharps, G has 1 sharp, and you learn like the circle of fifths, so you don't really need the formula anymore. But the formula, the whole half thing, is a really nice way to get started, right? Like if you're really like, oh, I really want to play this in an F major scale, it's like, well, you can figure that out before having to sit down and learn the circle of fifths and all of there's an acronym for learning sharps and flats in terms of the key signatures, which I'm not going to get into. But it's cool. Minor keys are a little bit different. You basically have what's called a relative minor, but that's sort of different because you have to. Okay, say you have C major, right? All white keys. Every major key has what's called a relative minor key, and the way that you find that is you go down 3 half steps from the major key. So if I'm in C, and I go boop boop boop. Now I'm in A. Now, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to play from A to the next A using the notes that are in the C major scale. So C has all white keys, right? There are no black keys. So if I go down to A and play up with just the white keys, you have an A minor chord, or A minor scale. So basically A minor utilizes the exact same key signature as C major. So A minor is C major's relative minor. And that's another question that is a good way to test yourself. It's like, okay, boom, what's the relative minor of F major, right? So take F major. Has 1 flat. If you want to find the relative minor, start on F, go down 3 half steps, and now we're going to play from D to D using the same notes that we did in the F major scale. So it was all white keys except for B flat, so we're going to do that. Right? Once you hit B flat, you're skipping over B because you've already used B, C, D. That makes sense. Yeah, it's cool stuff. So the relative minor of F is D. It's always down a minor third or 3/2 steps. You can think about it. Yeah, the whole half was really, that was very, very helpful in the beginning. No, we're not going to talk about modes. Just go from the whole step formula into, I mean, from the major scale formula into. All right, now we're going to talk about Lydian. Just make a huge jump. But yeah, super helpful. So these are like some of the building blocks of music theory, and this is the stuff that builds the foundation to be able to do things like, the stuff I do on Omegle videos and all that. Straight to modes. I know it. Now we're going to talk about the the German augmented sixth chord. Now that we've covered C major. Yeah, I've had a lot of ear training on top of theory. I had 2 years of an ear training class in college, and then my theory classes in high school taught ear training. And then I've just done ear training on my own, even without having a class. That's the great thing about paying attention in class is that if you actually pay attention and talk to the teachers, they will show you like how to practice, and then you can do it outside of the class. Scale theory, yeah. Yeah, I think that's the other thing. The other half of it, is the actual, because we're talking about like the mental part of it and actually like the knowledge. The other part of it is practicing. If you're somebody who wants to like play stuff and embellish on simple songs by ear, like I said, it's a matter of keeping up your chops. So like learning arpeggios, and if you hear a song that's an E flat minor, but you don't have your scales and arpeggios in E flat minor polished up, it's going to be very difficult to actually play it, right? Because your brain's ahead of your hands, and the opposite can happen too. You can be very proficient at playing, but you don't actually have any idea what you're doing. And so both of those are limiting. So I think it's very important, in my opinion, to work on both of them because they complement each other. What were the musical assessments at heart? I don't remember. Chemrocks. I don't remember actually. Or was it Chemrocks? I don't know. Like the audition process. I don't really remember. I know we had to do some sight reading. I was a composition major, so I had to submit 3 of my own compositions as musical notation and with an audio recording as well. And then for my audition, yeah, we had to do sight reading. I had to play 3 piano pieces because at most music universities, like you have to have an instrument, so you have to be good enough to like get in on that instrument as well. At least you did at heart. So I had to perform 3 piano pieces as well. And I think I can't remember who I played. I think I did Bach, something Rachmaninoff, and then maybe one of my own. I think I might have made a bold choice and played one of my own compositions, if I remember correctly. And it worked. I got in. Those fools. Also, yo, Rabby, thank you so much for the gifted sub. And Wolf, dude, how did I miss this? I'm so behind. Sorry, let me catch up real quick. Get lost in the sauce with this stuff. Leon, thank you again for the 4 months. We got Dana with the 2 months saying, hi, Frank. Hi, everyone. Hello from 21 minutes ago. Apologies, I missed that. Soji with the 100 bits. We got Fangirl. Oh, Farjan? Wow, I wasn't even close to that. I can't even pronounce your name. But thank you very much for the prime. J Bow with the 6 months. Grabby with the 5 gifted, and Wolf with the $25. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. The problem I have with scales in high school is that they never teach them in a way that seems beneficial. They just kind of tell you. They make you better. Without telling how important it can be. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. It is often hard to find someone who will teach you the practical use of it. But they really are like, it's the foundation of music in a way. Scales, like both mentally understanding them in all keys and being able to play them. It's super helpful. I think I wrote Gray in college. Oh, Fargan Ice Hole. Okay, got you. When it's all in one word like that, it looks like absolute nonsense. So I couldn't really understand. But hey, thank you. Thank you. Also, Chris, thanks for the 2 months. Chris Leiter. I had a friend named Josh Leiter. I wonder if you're related. Yeah, quiz time. All right, now you're going to be quizzed, chat. Didn't even actually, like, teach you anything. All right, I think we'll wrap up the music theory talk there. Let me know if you have any other questions. I love talking about it. But, you know, everything that I'm talking about is you can basically find with various YouTube channels and things like that. We're gonna bring this into a different key. What key, chat? See so many. F flat. F flat. mess up. D major, that's an easy one. Oh, I gotta sneeze. Oh god. Oh. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, well, let's do it in what? It's fun talking about music theory. It's a good time. I was taught by a teacher, but I was self-taught for the first year that I played. So when I was 14 to 15, I was self-taught and then lessons all after that. What's up, Chip? Good to have you back. Anime chord progressions? Yo, you want the staple? Is a 6, 7, 5, 1 in a minor key. 6, 7, 5, 1, baby. That is the anime progression. Done. And then if you really want to hammer it home, just do the circle of fifths. And then the second time, do a major 5 chord instead of a minor 5 chord. But if you really want it, you can go. Anyways, this progression, you can find that in the OST of probably 85% of anime. I mean, gosh. Done. There's that one. That one's a little different because they go back to the 6th chord, but pretty similar. But I'm sure you guys know. You've heard it. You've heard it a million times if you're in anime. Did you write all of anime? Yes, I'm the anime composer. Sometimes they'll flip the chords too, like. But usually, a lot of times it's really funny because they'll pedal point the bass note, so it'll be like. All right, keep it. It works great, yeah, super great. Not quite sure how to ask this question, but when you need to reset the sustain pedal to keep it from sounding dissonant. Oh, when do you do that? Usually when you change chords. Yeah. It's like if I'm playing something like this chord progression. I can play this as much as I want without resetting the pedal, but as soon as I go to a different chord, you'd want to lift it up, right? So if I'm doing like, I would want to change it between each of those chord changes. Otherwise, you get. Right, if you were to hold it down. Generally speaking, there are a lot of caveats to that, but that's the idea. Do you avoid Disney? No, I've played Disney a bunch of times on stream. I think some of Nier OST has some anime-like chord progressions. I've been playing piano for 16 years. Also, chat, I'm going to use the bathroom real quick. But I will be back. I'm going to run 2 minutes of ads, by the way, because I'm supposed to do that. If you're subscribed, you won't see any ads. But I'm going to the bathroom anyway, so even if you're not subscribed, I'm just going to be peeing, so you're not going to miss anything. But definitely subscribe if you don't want to see ads. And if you want emotes and a bunch of cool stuff. All right, see you in a minute. Oops. Don't need that right now. Boom! All right, chat. Alrighty, chatty. What's up? We back. We washed our hands. Or something like that. What's up, what's up, what's up? Ew, I hate that sound. What the heck? Scooby-Dooby-Doo-Boop-Beady. That's cool. I don't like any of these. Well, this one's okay. Maybe a little bit of reverb. I don't know what we're doing. Just want to see what actually happens. I don't know if that's gonna work. We'll see. Might. It adds, okay? It adds! It adds! Something so funny about ending on a major chord and then going right back to the minor. Oh, we should get some dupes, some scuba dabbles. You know? Beautiful. We need saxophone though. 100%. Nothing like some good evening sax to put you in a good mood. I normally keep the lights off, but I'll keep them on for this. All right, that was a fun, cool chord progression. The Neapolitan to the one. Girl Without Tattoo, thank you for all the gifted subs. And Chris, thanks again for the 2 months. Appreciate it, everyone. Hope you all enjoyed that on the spot loop. Deleted forever! Unless you subscribe to the VODs channel. Did you know that I put all of my VODs on a YouTube channel called Frank Tedesco VODs? How clever am I? So if you ever want to catch up, and we do a ton of loops, feel free to check out the VOD channel. We just hit 4,000 subs. Let's go. Thank you everyone who's been subscribing. That's very exciting. Very, very exciting indeed. The cleverest. You're like a henchman. Yeah, it's clever, boss. It's like a pat on the head. I think it's about time for Fatty Whale to get a raise. What do you think? Boom, boo, boo, do, 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 do. That started with the, was it the mandolin, right? This. That's an okay sound. Not too. I've heard worse. Yeah, the banjo. How about a nice solo on slap bass? This is the lullaby that Davey 504 hears when he realizes that bass is not the superior instrument. Just a really simple bass line. Like something like really simple. Like what's this? We'll do D. Let's see. Let's like. I mean, there you have it. It's just done. What more could you want in a loop? All right, fellas? This one is a jam. This one is a jam. Man, you could do so much with a simple bass groove. Oh, that was a blast. I'm done. All right, chat. How we doing, chat? How is it going? Hope you're enjoying the stream today. Hey, if you're new here, please do me a huge favor and follow the Twitch channel. It's totally free. It's a big purple button below the screen that says follow, and it would mean a lot to me. You'll get notified when I go live next, and it's totally free. Thank you so much. And of course, thank you to everyone who's been subscribing today with Prime and Tier 1s, all the gifted subs. I don't know if you all heard about the change that Twitch is making in October, but they're giving some creators a 70-30 split. The only catch is you have to have 350 unique paid subs. So like gifted subs don't count, Prime subs don't count, even Tier 2 and Tier 3 subs don't count, which blows my mind because that's actually users are spending more money on Twitch. So I don't really get that one. That one's kind of silly. They're all silly, but anyways. So right, that one doesn't make any sense. But we shall see. We shall see if I can be eligible for that. Because that would be cool. It's a big raise. I hope they relax that a bit. But yeah, the way it is now, it does seem like an oversight, right? That doesn't really actually make any sense. But yeah, so the idea is the program, it's called the Partner Plus program, and it launches in October, and only partners are eligible, and they have to have, for 3 consecutive months, 350 subscribers, unique subscribers. So for context, I looked at my analytics today, and in March, I had like 390, or in one of those months, and then the following month I had 400. So like we actually reached the cap. So if we can do that for July, August, and September in a row, then I will be automatically enrolled, which is cool. But so it doesn't matter now. It'll only matter starting next month. So I guess we'll just have to grind streams for that extra 20%. Feel really bad too, because like only like larger streamers, medium to larger streamers are gonna have any shot of that benefit, which sucks. It completely doesn't help out smaller streamers in any way. In any way. Big L, in my opinion. You like my beard? Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What's up, Velocity? Good to see you in chat, dude. We also got Duncan D's Nuts. That's a really good username. Duncan D's Nuts. Move to stream on YouTube. No, I like Twitch too much. I'd rather just complain. We also got Jay Gutman. I appreciate the 2 months. Good to have you back. Oh, Gutman saying, "Here's my vote for Partner Plus." Yo, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Again, the votes don't start counting until next month, but we'll see. I'll try my best. I've been streaming a lot the past 2 months, and I'll try my best to stream equally in the next 3 months, but it's hard to know because my schedule changes quite a bit, and sometimes I get really busy outside of Twitch. So we will do our best, you know? We will do our best. Because that would be pretty cool. That would be pretty cool. The Patreon split is great. I think I get like 95% or something like that. Yo, Astral Tides, good to have you here. Yeah, it's been a fun stream today. We got to do some loops, did some piano stuff. We talked about theory, which I really enjoyed. Yeah, Patreon is a smart move if you want to support me because you actually get stuff in return. You know, like if you do the tier 2 option, you get, if you watch my YouTube, you get all of the clean audio files and the MIDI files for all of my piano performances. There's like 500 now, and you get the backlog. So for example, if you wanted to just sign up for 1 month, you could download all 500 MIDI tracks and audio tracks, and then just like unpledge the next month, and that's like totally fine. You know, you also get a digital PDF of my Wanderlust piano collections and a couple other cool things. Yeah, Patreon is the best way for you to get something in return, you know? The best actual way to support me is just tipping to my PayPal, because that directly goes to me. But Patreon's nice for you because you actually get some stuff, which is cool. And I'm also doing, there's like a whole thing of rewards listed on the Patreon if you want to check that out. But tier 2 seems to be a favorite because you get the backlog. That's kind of, I don't realize how many things I've covered until I look at my catalog. Even since I've started my Patreon, like there's like over 500 MIDI tracks, 400 or 500, I think, something absurd. And the audio. So like basically you can download a MIDI file and then you can download a WAV file, which is just the piano performance without any talking. Because, you know, a lot of times the stranger is talking while I'm playing piano. So it's pretty cool. And I think you get a separate channel on my Patreon. I don't remember if you get that with tier 1 as well. I can't remember. But anyways, I post some stuff in there occasionally. I should be a little more active in there, but I can't right now. Do you have any interest in being on television shows? Maybe if the right opportunity came up, but that's not something I'm actively working towards, I would say. Speaking of beautiful humans, Sorrow Fade coming in with 10 gifted subs. What the heck? Yo, S is in the chat for. Oh, by the way, guys, I got a wireless keyboard, like QWERTY keyboard. It came in today. It's charging, and now I'll be able to just like have it here, so I don't even need to like do this anymore, which is nice. I don't actually know where I'm gonna put it, but that's gonna be super helpful. So now I'm completely back here, and I don't need to go up here at all anymore. Slowly bringing everything that was up here back here. Like I used to have my mouse up here. I used to have my loop station all the way up here. Do you guys remember that? I used to have my loop station all the way up here. So whenever I would do a loop, it would be like, ugh, for every single layer that I did, it would just be like this over and over and over. So I moved that. So now everything is kind of like in front of me, which is really nice. So that's cool. I'm excited. That's how you get your stretches in. On one side, dude, I'm going to be like, I'll be all loose on this side. I'm going to be walking around like this. All tense in here. Hey, what's up, guys? I'm going to have to start turning my keyboard sideways while I play. I'll be the slanted pianist trademark. Roger Biam coming in with the 7 months. Appreciate that. We also got Lucky coming in with $3.39. Thank you so much. You swapped your piano bench? Yeah, I swapped it to one that spins a little bit so that I can more easily do things like this, you know, rotate. Super duper helpful. Even just having a little bit of this, really, you're kind of locked in on a bench. So I made sure to get, this has like a very, very, very good fabric. It's like very, very comfy, you know? So this is just a lot, this makes a lot more sense for my setup where I'm not just sitting in front of the keyboard, but I'm actively turning left and right and stuff. Why is that so loud? That was louder 2 seconds ago, wasn't it? Maybe it's just me. Yo, we got Rem in the chat saying, dude, so happy to catch you live. Frank, you made such a positive impact on so many people. Thanks, man. Yo, thank you for saying that. That's such a nice thing to say. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy your time here. Sorrow, thank you for those 10 subs, by the way. Yeah, please, everyone join the Discord. Thank you, Laura. Slight back support. Yeah, I don't use that, though. This thing. I don't use this. If you ever, it's like that. I've trained good posture. So this is just, I'll use this sometimes if I'm like listening to a live learn and just chilling like this. But anytime I'm actually like talking or playing, it's just, you know. And now I can spin as much as I want. Yeah, I'm very into ergonomic stuff. Sorry, 28 tips at 28 years old. Oh, thank you. Yeah, forgot about that video. And do face pulls, exactly. Got a strong back. Dude, you know, I'm so thankful for my original piano teacher because she was so unbelievably strict and adamant about form and posture that there's no getting away with any slouching with her at all. At all. So between that and going to the gym, like when you're practicing 4 to 7 hours a day with good, like you just build up back muscles over time, you know? So I'm so thankful for that teacher because it would have been much more difficult to have good posture without that. Yeah, it does kind of become muscle memory. I mean, you know, it can get tired. Everyone's guilty of, if I'm sitting here for like 6 hours, like, you know, you can start to catch yourself for sure. I'm not impervious to that. But if you have good posture for long enough, you can feel when you don't have good posture. And that helps because it's just like a reminder. Otherwise, sometimes you'll be like this and you don't even realize it, right? It's like, oh, sit up straight. There we go. Perfect. You know? How long should I practice piano a day? However long you want. It doesn't even have to be every day. You know, it depends on what your goals are. If you're just trying to have fun, just play as long as you want to. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour. You're like that right now? Sit up, chat. You're looking like a shrimp, Alpha Boss. The 28 tips video? Yeah, that's on YouTube, yeah. I'm telling you, if I ever meet you in person, I only shake hands with people with good posture. I met someone the other day, they're like, Frank, I watch your videos. And I'm, oh, sorry, man. Busy. That's how it is. It's got to be like that. can't have them making you crooked. Exactly. Telling you, one of these merch drops we'll do a posture design. I don't know what it'll be. I think that could be cool. I think some sort of like just playing it by ear design could be cool. I think that could be fun. What if I have scoliosis? Just stop. Just stop having it. Have you ever considered that? Doctors hate me for this one simple trick. Thanks, Mr. Whale. Dude, I just stopped having to be a man. I remember when I was in high school, I was playing, I was a freshman, and I was playing baseball with some new friends at the time. And I was also with one of my closer friends, and I think it was his brother. Anyways, we were all just starting to play the game, so we were getting like gloves and mitts and stuff and the bats and getting all set up, and there were no righty gloves because I'm left-handed, so I need a glove for my right hand, and there were none in there. And I just remember this guy was like, grow up. I just thought it was the funniest thing. It's like, just grow up and play like a righty. That killed me. I gotta do that. I'm still left-handed. I need to grow up. Grow your left hand into a right hand. I've been lifting for a really long time, Fizz. Just stop being left-handed. I know, it's childish. Would you say your left hand is proficient on piano? I had a bit of an easier time with certain left-hand passages. Like my left hand is more comfortable, has slightly more power. It's such a small difference that like no one else can notice, but it's something that you notice. For any other pianist, it's like, even if you train both hands, like you can tell which hand is dominant. Does that make sense? You know? But I remember when I first started, I had to put more focus on my right hand than my left hand. And usually it's the opposite for people who are right-handed. It makes sense. She's now right-handed. But she's left eye dominant. Oh, interesting. I'd give my right arm to be ambidextrous. That's good. I like that. My posture used to be great till 4 back surgeries. Now walking with 2 canes. My back is straight, but occasionally bent at the waist. Oh, I see. Bent at the waist, like your lower lumbar. Yeah, it's something that happens with age, you know, for sure. And back surgeries don't help. That's for dang sure. My right hand is dominant on piano, even though my left hand. Yeah, it's tricky because a lot of piano music that you play, whether it be arrangements or certain non-classical pieces, it really favors right hand melody and just left hand accompaniment. So that sort of skill gap between the right and left hand can get exaggerated as you play songs because you're training your right hand with all these intricate melodies and your left hand is just playing block chords. That's why composers like Bach are so great, because he treats both hands as equally important, you know? And that can be super helpful because then you have then you can use your left hand and do things like giving it the melody. You know, I've talked about this on stream before, and do arpeggios and you have more full arrangements and a lot of variety, right? Because if you have a melody that's like, Anyway, that was just some improv. That wasn't anything. So something you can do if you are struggling with your left hand, if you're in like an intermediate level, you can try to learn a left hand etude. You know, something that focuses on left hand. I wrote one called Waves. There are a bunch of good ones out there. There's one by Moskowski called I think it's just Etude in G minor. I forget the opus number, but that's like all about the left. It's a crazy left hand piece. I play this on stream sometimes. It's very sloppy. That's a really, really cool piece. It also challenges the right hand though too. This. Super sloppy, but I haven't practiced that in ages. You get the idea. You're learning Gymnopédie by Eric Satie. That's cool, dude. In my one of my recent videos, I did that piece, but I did the third one, and I got a bunch of comments. People were like, "That's not Gymnopédie," and I'm like, "It is. It's just the third one." People are thinking of whatever that one, but I never learned that one. I was like, nope, it is. Oops. All right, chat, that was some Roots of Hope, which is track 6 on my piano collections. Woody, thank you for the $5. Infinite Money Glitch. Oh, thank you, man. Astral Tides with the 5 gifted and Woody with the 5 gifted. Thank you very much, both of you. How do you feel when you play piano? Alive. I feel like I'm in a flow state. I feel like my inner child is thriving when I play. It's great. Scooby bop buddy boop. Buddy boop bop buddy boop. Beep doop but but Deep doop deep dop doop ding doop dum but ding beep doop deep dop doop ding doop dum but ding deep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding deep doop deep dop doop ding doop dum but ding deep doop deep dop doop ding doop dum but ding deep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding deep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding beep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding beep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding beep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding beep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding beep doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but
Blam,
ding
Shamalan.
doop dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding doop
Blam, blam, Shamalan. Bam, bam, bam. Shamalan. Blam, blam, Shamalan. Bam, bam, bam. Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam,
but
blam,
ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum
blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam,
but
blam,
ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam,
but
blam,
ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop
Blam,
dum but
blam,
ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop
Bam,
ding
bam,
doop
bam.
dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding doop dum but ding
Shamalan.
dop dop doop ding
blam, Shamalan.
Doop, dop, dop, doop,
Bam,
ding,
bam,
doop,
bam.
dop, ding.
Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. 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 Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop,
Bam,
ding,
bam,
doop,
bam.
dop.
Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. 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 Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Shamalan.
Dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. 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 Doop, dop, dop, doop,
Bam,
ding,
bam,
doop,
bam.
dop. Beep, doop, dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. 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 Granular reverb? That's cool.
Shamalan.
Doop, dop, dop, doop, ding, doop, dop.
Blam, blam, Shamalan.
Doop, dop, dop. I was gonna go in such a different direction with that, but it ended up being. Dop, doop, ding, doop, dop. I'm just being silly now. What? What? We need a silly bass. How's that for some music? Best thing I've ever written. Hands down. was saying... What? Dude. It's not meant to be. I gotta go... It needs it. What is wrong with me tonight? All right, chat, that was whatever that was. That was whatever that was. Kind of a jam. Oh, it's nothing playing. I was saying... I should be writing, like, children's music for learning the alphabet, you know? A, it's the first letter. B, it's the second letter. And then you just do the rest. I don't got time to teach you that stuff. Do it yourself. A, it's the first letter. And then B, that's the second letter. Followed by... Well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. A, it's the first letter. And then B, that's the second letter. Followed by... Well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. A, it's the first letter. And then B, that's the second letter. Followed by... Well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. It's the first letter, and then B, that's the second letter, followed by, well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. And with that, chat, I gotta pee. I'm gonna use the bathroom. I will be back momentarily. Oh, jeez. See you in a sec. A. It's the first letter. And then B. That's the second letter. Followed by... Well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. A. It's the first letter. And then B. That's the second letter. Followed by... Well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. What's up, chat? My beautiful chat. My angelic chat. How are you? I think it's almost that time. It's almost getting to be that time. We got B-Fizz, thank you for the Prime, and Noistone, thanks for the 17 months. My goodness. Thank you for 17 months of support. Hounded Soul gifting a sub. Appreciate ya. Me teaching that? That's funny. Good morning, class. My name is Mr. Tedesco. Today's first lesson is the alphabet. A. It's the first letter. And then they just walk out. B. That's the second letter. Followed by... All the kids would be like, well, I don't have time to teach you this. Just learn it yourself. I gotta go. See ya. Teach them young. Ba-doop, beep, bop, be doop. What is that called? That was some improv in a bunch of different keys. Yo, what's up? We got Luca. I was not on Omegle yesterday, actually. Must have been someone else. Yeah, that was some improv in a couple different keys. Cool stuff. It was a joke. How could I know? You got me. Haha. Good one. Okay, chat, we're wrapping up today. We do be wrapping up. It's time. Time to end the stream. I was the guy that was 6.5 inches. You know, I've seen weirder on Omegle. Chat, thank you for being here. Laura, thanks for gifting a sub. We got Danielson with the 3 months. Please join the Discord if you haven't already. And that's it for streams this week. I don't think I'll be able to be live on Saturday or even maybe Sunday. But anyway, so probably no stream for the next couple days. But I will be having a new video out on Saturday. New video Saturday, baby, on the main channel. And I think that's it. So please subscribe to the channel. Check out the VOD channel. This stream will be on there probably tomorrow morning, tomorrow afternoon, something like that. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. Lots of fun stuff today. I know I'm streaming on Monday because we have the second part of the HelloFresh sponsor. I don't know if I'll be able to go live before that. Unlikely, but we shall see. All right, let's see. A lot of people on. Why don't we raid? We're going to raid Colleen. Haven't raided Colleen in a while. Colleen is another looper who I met at TwitchCon last year. Very nice person. Fantastically talented looper. She sings, she plays guitar, I think. Plays everything. Why'd she gotta one-up me like that? How annoying. You know what? We're not raiding her. I'm mad at her. Now we're gonna raid her. So everyone, please copy this. This is our raid call. Please show some love to the mods. Thank you for being here, mods. We have a mod love emote. So if you could all spam that, that would be much appreciated. And that's it. I will see you all very soon. Keep an eye out for the new video on Saturday, and we will go from there.